This is the Bottom Line Liberia. Join us on Facebook, YouTube and online radio. This is the Bottom Line Liberia. Join us on Facebook, YouTube and online radio.
Okay, welcome to another edition of the program, the Bottom Line Liberia discussion. This is where we discuss the issue, and we start from top to bottom, leaving no stones unturned. Tonight is the Sunday edition. It seems like we're getting back on our feet. We're moving almost every day now. And I want to say thank you to Paul and Jemar for making too much effort. Even when I'm not here, they're there. When they're not here, I'm here. Or one of us, two of us will be here when one is not here. But let's say welcome to all of you. We will be discussing issues that matter in our country, to our lives. And so let me say welcome to my colleague. Paul, want to talk to your people?
Yes, good evening, Linford from my end, and good afternoon and good morning, whatever you're from. This is the Lord Chilope in London. It's good to be back here, and happy Sunday to everyone who's watching us today. We'll be having a fascinating topic to discuss this evening. How are you, Linford?
I'm great, and you?
I'm very well, thank you. As
Good.
they say, it's a Sunday, and when God gave you life, I mean, you are blessed.
Yes. And the good thing about Sunday is that everybody will become holy, everybody will go to church, even Prince Johnson will go to church. Because he got a church. Now, I'm mentioning Prince Johnson because he got church, so not for anything special. But let's welcome our guest. If you get joining us, welcome. My name is Linford Goe, and Paul the Lord Chilope is in the UK. I'm here in Norway, and together we'll be doing our best. Our colleague Jemar is not here tonight, or he's engaged with some other things, but his greetings to you as well. So on behalf of the Bottom Line Liberia, I want to say welcome. If you just joining us, let's say welcome to Joe Ma. I don't know where Joe Ma is watching us from, but I guess he's watching us from Liberia. And for all of you that will be joining us via Jala TV from Liberia, we want to say welcome. This is the place for you to be. We don't sugarcoat anything here, and we're not also rude. We don't abuse people. We say the fact. We talk about the issues. And that's what distinguishes us from the rest of the platforms that you go to, where if you're one of those people who go to a platform where they be insulting people, lying on people, we don't do that here. Here we are very civil. People may not like our style of presentation because we are not abusing people, but we say a fact. Paul, today is Sunday, a new week, yeah, the first day of the week. What's on your plate? I mean, in terms of the program.
Well, in terms of the programs today, we'll be diving into the appointment that was made for the Justice Ministry, and there's some breaking news that came from SKTV. We will be looking at that regards to the appointees, the person whose name were called. Why is it that Prince Johnson approved of his going to Justice Ministry? We'll be looking at that. We'll also be looking at the appointment of Joseph Juma Boyka, President Joseph Juma Boyka, nephew to Nokal. Why is it Nokal? Is it something? And we'll look at his commitment to Liberia. We'll play that for our audience, that he said there will be no friends and family members coming into a government. He's going to work for the Liberian people. And we have not started yet. Why Nokal and why Maritan? And then it was also confirmed that Abi Moda is his nephew as well. So that would be 3 persons of his family into government. We accuse Eddie of nepotism. Is something that we'll look at. And then we'll look at the Liberian Fishery Authority, the ship that came in for the vessel for research and all of that on fishery. And Emma Glasgow, what the work she have done, we'll look at that too. And then we'll discuss other stuff.
Good. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you're just joining us, we want to say welcome. Noah Tia is also following us closely. Noah, we don't know where you're watching us from Liberia, from wherever you're watching us, we want to say welcome. This is the Bottom Line Liberia. And you just heard my colleague Paul talking about,
Continue. I didn't know I was promoting something.
Yeah, but we'll take care of that. Okay, but Paul, so we will come back in order to continue the program, but we're gonna play just a very short interlude of music, and normally we play Takunje, and the reason we do that is Takunje's message in that music goes to applies to all of the governments in Liberia, starting from JJ Rawo until now. So
That's right.
yeah, so we're taking a short musical break, and we're gonna be back, and that
And
music
Connie
is by
share the show.
and I think I'm sharing the show as well. Let me see if I can find Takunji right here. He's one of the guys who has been contributing to this program because we play his music all of the time. And Facebook do not block us because of playing Takunji's music. His music applies to the issues that we discuss here. That's why we all love to play. But we'll be back in a few seconds.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who us, the people lie to us, the government betray us, they betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not go. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach in thee and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to beat? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not corrupt. I said no one to trust. My people don't want to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they said they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then stay they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So, why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go not to corrupt. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach in thee and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie.
Welcome back, Paul. Why I appear late? I was laughing in the bike.
Right.
I was laughing, and the reason I was laughing is that the music talks like all the talks in the music is like they come from my heart, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that the government lie, they betray us, they do everything to us, and even if government will lie, why would they start so early? That they will make all the promises and then they start to do different things. I'm surprised that, and this is in line with one of the topics that we'll be discussing tonight, right?
Yes.
With this nepotism, what appears to be
Nepotism. Yeah.
Because I mean, just few not months or few weeks ago, everybody was on the tail of it's like this, it's like that, and so they're coming to rescue. And then all of a sudden, everything just turned the other way again. And so what we'll do now? I think every time we play this music, I get very enthusiastic because it's like the music is speaking for us, for the Liberian people. So let me see. There is Paul, you can tell. Oh, let me fix one technical problem right here.
Yeah, you need to face a technical problem. The music. Takunje music is a good music that reminds us how, and this music came during the early administration. It was the Unity Party time that Takunje made it music that the government lied to us. Every time Takunje, that music comes, it's just a reminder of how Liberians, how we think, how our government behave. And so the music that we play today, Takunje, they lie to us, is in line with what we're going to discuss tonight. Takunje, he saw a vision long time ago that many Liberians see, that the government always lied to people. And it was few weeks ago, I won't say a month ago, a few weeks ago, we were told that there will be no family members and friends into President Joseph Nima Boyka government. But I don't know what the 360 came about, and now it's changed that what happened in the early government is now happening in this new government. And the question is, are they lied to us? So it was Takunje music, right? So we'll be looking at that link for. So the music is actually brought us back to the early days of the UP government when it lied to the people. Now UP is back again. It started with lies. So we'll talk about it.
I will, because diving into history very way back, we put it Liberian way. If we dive into history way back, people will forget. But let's just make it very recent, right? The last two governments, Ellen and George Weah.
Yeah.
When Takum J made a music, like you rightly said, it was Ellen Town.
Yeah.
There's something he saw in Ellen government, probably that have been happening in past government, and that would have happened in future government. And so he sent his song. But Liberian people don't pay attention to small details. They may take Takum J to be just a little Liberian memorial musician, but every music, that's why it's very important wording. Yeah. And the wording is in the music. So now they are very prophetic. They speak to issues that will happen. Now, So if we take the last two government, early government, they lied to us. That's why Takunche made a mistake, and they lied in many areas. So the Joshua government came, they started lying too. What are some of the lies that Joshua government said? They were going to have overhead bridge in Montreal. We'll talk about overhead or flat over. That's all kind of, you go in, you go to America, you see all kind of roads, intercity roads,
The super
and then
highway.
that feeder roads.
Yeah.
So they said we're going to build overhead bridge. They also said we're going to build a coastal highway, right?
Yeah, the super highway.
They were supposed to build, clean one of the wetlands that we have, and build the
Bali Island.
The Bali Island.
Yeah.
They were supposed to build it. The Indian government committed to that, according to them. Then they also said they were going to bring Iboma and what the other community, Iboma and something else. I mean, they last for too much that we can't count all. Okay, so Takun James is on point, and now we are governments out. So the second edition of Unity Party, I don't know whether that is photocopy or that is original, because people saying that Ellen's Unity Party was different from Joe Parker's Unity Party. For me, I don't see the difference, because if you look at the composition of the people making up the government, at least the first two appointments, we can see that it's the same people being recycled. But that's besides the point. The point here is that these people lie all the time. Joe Walker appeared, I think it was in Ghana or one interview.
No, it was in America on VOA, Voice of America.
Very good, yeah, VOA. And then he appeared on this interview.
Oh, what is it called?
And
it's taken away. Okay, let's flow.
Okay. So well, we can always fasten it. Or
yeah,
okay.
Go on, let me do technical stuff quickly. Why you flowing?
Okay, so like I was telling you, just before the elections, the several visits that now president and then before former vice president made to the United States. He appeared on the Voice of America, VOA, that we all know, which is next to BBC in terms of Liberians getting that information. And he said that the question was posed to him about, these discussions surrounding nepotism in Liberia, that every government accounts, people will put in their close relatives, if not their children. And he said it will not be, if he wins at that time, because he had not won at the time. So he said, if he wins, his government is not going to be, I get paraphrasing, I'm not saying exactly what he said, but I'm giving you the idea what he said. If he wins, his government will not be based on friendship, where I know Paul knows me, so if I win, I must bring in Paul, or probably Paul will campaign for me, and so if I win, Paul got to get a job simply because he campaigned for me, or my sister know Paul, my sister husband know Paul, or something like that. Then he also said it will not be relatives. You will not bring in relatives. The government will be purely based on merit. You got to merit it before you get it. Okay? And now we have not even seen the completion of forming the government. The government is still in its formative stage. In other words, they say bringing in people. In fact, most of the people whose names have come out through the appointments have not gone through confirmation. And we are not even sure if they will be confirmed. Right? So, we are seeing something that is resembling what people call nepotism in Liberia. And by the way, I think when we talk about some of these things, we need to actually tell you what it means. When you talk about nepotism, it has, let me tell you one thing. It has different meaning than what people get thinking about. When you talk about nepotism in Liberia, the first thing people think about, that the man put his son there or a daughter there, that's what they call, if the man favor his son or a daughter, that's what they call nepotism. No, it can be different in many ways. So what, we try to see, or now that we try to see, but what we sensing, what's going on. Okay. So I will explain nepotism in another way for you. Say nepotism, because anytime we use the word nepotism, people will first think about me bringing my brother or my son or my daughter in government. No. But they said that practice, that practice of people who are in power to influence, of favoring the people who got power, people who got power, people who way up there, okay, that can influence you to favor their relatives, their friends, and their associates. Now you listen to the word relatives, friends. Now your relatives are not necessarily your children. Your relatives are children of your families, your family, not children. Like me, my brother, and my sisters. Their children are my relatives, and their children's children are also my relatives. Then your friends and your associates. And who are your friends? Friends are people who you know, who you got something in common with. Probably you are in school together. You know them through somebody, and then you'll get close. And your associates are people who, they may not be your friends too friendly, but they are people who you're close to some kind of way. Probably you're in a same club or in a same club before. Like, since I played football before, I did team tackles before. I got associates. That people are associated with. I play football and we play against other teams. So the people who are in the other team that I play with, they may not be my friends, but they're my associates. Okay? And they say that practice of you who got influence to favor your relative, friends, and associates, especially by giving them jobs while you are in power. That's what we call nepotism.
Yeah. That's what we call nepotism. So for our viewers, and what Linford is talking here is important, that appointments were made to the government institution that generate money, and the people that were put to those institutions were the president family. So let's listen. I want us to listen, and then therefore we can dive into this. Right after the election, we think Shadida is saying here that he made a statement when he became president. So after, he was elected already, because when he went to the US, that's when he had the interview with you.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry to the public. No, I missed that part. I thought, because I remember when after the election, he went to the US. Yeah, he said he went to thank the people who voted for him.
Thank you.
Sorry for that information.
That's when he made that statement. So, but then the names of his cabinet have not come out yet. So I'm going to play this for our audience to listen to.
Work, not with friendship. I have friends. I can tell you that I come to work not with friendship. I have friends. But there is a clear line of demarcation between friendship, family, and managing. With the experience that we come with a country that celebrates 176 years, and with the life of our people living below the poverty line, I don't think we come into government again to start thinking about our family, to start talking about. I think we come there to make sure that we give the Liberian people hope, and I'm committed to that.
But Paul, did you listen to something he said? He said, "I think."
Mm-hmm.
You were not clear. He didn't say, "I'm coming to work not with friends," but he said, "I think." If you want to take that video back again, I want you to listen to that keyword, "I think."
Let me play it again.
That I come to work not with friendship. I have friends, but there is a clear line of demarcation between friendship, family, and managing. with the experience that we come with a country that celebrates 176 years, and with the life of our people living below the poverty line, I don't think we come into government again to start thinking about our family, to start talking about. I think we come there to make sure that we give the Liberian people hope, and I'm committed to that.
I think. Now, I want to make some things clear. I can tell Paul will ask me, when you will come to UK. I said, oh my man, I'll be coming to UK next month. But if I say, that means I'm definitely about it. But if I say, I think I'll come there next month. I think so. I create that doubt in the mind of Paul. He thinks he will come. Will he really come? I think. So I want you to consider that keyword. But notwithstanding, everything is manifesting itself. This man said that he's coming to work, not with friendship, not with nepotism. But who is Jake Kabakoli to this man? And if you're wondering who Jake Kabakoli is said to be the nephew of this man. I don't know that his brother's son or his sister's son, but he is the nephew. He's alleged to be. And by the way, the Kabakoli, I think they same Jake Kabakoli, if I'm not mistaken. If this is a Jake Kabakoli that was supposed to be on ERW radio a long time ago, then I should know one of his brothers. He was in Hayward Mission with us. His brother, Kabakoli, Prince Kabakoli, was in Hayward Mission with me. So this Kabakoli name is very familiar. And then it's said that he is nephew to President Joe Bwaka. Now, so he has been appointed to, as they say, official in charge, right? Official in charge. He has been appointed to NOCA, official in charge, not managing director, whether that managing director post or whatever. But he is not totally in charge of the whole thing, but he's just managing it officially, temporarily. And that particular position, we understand, is a tenure position. So if you put a man there temporarily, with no time line attached to it, that means he can be there for your 6 years. It's temporary. And you know, we'll go to that part. But let's look at the relationship to the president between he and Chief Kabakoli, his nephew. And when we define for you what nepotism is say your relatives, your friends, your associates, people you know, people that you have something in common with, and you know you are a person of influence, then you favor that person and offer them a job while you are up there, while you are in position. That is nepotism. So how can JMB compromise this interview he had with appointing his nephew to be officer in charge of NOCA temporarily? Paul, if you're JMB, how will you clarify? What will you tell me? You are muted, Paul.
Yeah, to clarify that, it just showed that they never had any good intent for the Liberian people. And this is why I refer you back to the Takunje music that they lied to us. We were told that he was different from Erling. And he promised on OK, it was a OK FN, True FN, that if he was in a driving seat, things were not going to be, they were not going to squander what they did on Erling. So he's coming as a new person, because Erling had her 4 boys in government. But he would not do that, as these men are coming to work for the Liberian people. And the 360-degree by turning around, doing the same thing Erling did. So Takunje is clearly right that they lied to us. See? Because in a statement before he got to the, I think, he said he came to work for the Liberian people, not friendship, not family.
Yeah.
And then he think. So when he put that conjunction to I think, then mean you're not sure what you're going to do. So he can put even his son. You remember his son also was in the early government, his junior. His son also served in the Georgia government as director at Maritime. He had a position there. So the son been around. So the son now, his name have not surfaced yet. Which position will he give his son to? Because they come up with the excuse, say, oh, but if my child qualify, I will put him in a position. So I think my family members are qualified now to be put somewhere in key lubricate area, like Jacob Akoli that was sent to Nokar. There's another one sent to Marathon. Check on him. From where SKTV said that he also nephew of the president. Then another one sent to Commerce, also a nephew too. So what is going on? These are key positions. So what is going on? So he now Jojo have not come into the picture yet. His own son. His son is qualified. He worked with Maritime. He was a director there. So watch out. Where will Jojo be going? Man, Liberia is doomed. Therefore,
But okay, we gotta look at two things. The appointment of the other guy, what's his name? The one that went to Amin Muda. Amin Muda is going to Commerce, right?
yes.
Now, it is also believed that he is a nephew or relative of the president.
Yeah.
And besides that, Amin Muda is a businessman. This is a man who owns several businesses.
Yeah.
Operating, not formal, but they are operating.
Yeah.
Now, the Commerce Ministry is supposed to regulate business activities in the country, make laws, give guidelines how businesses should operate. So it's like I am the judge, I am the prosecutor, I am the witness. I make the rule. So I'm the same person living by the rule that I made. And I'm the same person who's supposed to be breaking the rule. And I'm the same person. So you don't give room to anything. Now, so if you take Amin Muda and send him to Commerce, and Commerce says that nobody should import rotten food or expired food in the country. I'm just making an example. And then Amin Muda got a big store that can import food. And Amin Muda begin to import any kind of thing for our people to eat. Who's going to regulate him? He's a minister. So this is one, this is conflict of interest. And two, nepotism if Amin Muda is related to him. So there is no way that the president can defend that.
So before we just, Flomo just said something here, and I think we need to play this thing back for Flomo to listen. Yeah, Flomo just said we preaching discrimination, so people should not work in government because their friends and family member is president. No, Flomo, there's something they call nepotism, and it's based our topic today based on what the president said, that he come to work for the Liberian people, not for friends and family. If you qualify, Edin said her children were qualified, and we know where they did. They were all qualified people. But then we know that Rawal Salif and Nokar, $30 million got missing, and Edin took responsibility of that. The other Liberians that qualified, we are 6 million Liberians. So people have said, I will now use my family and friends because of that. So let me play this again for Flomo to hear.
That I come to work not with friendship. I have friends, but there is a clear line of demarcation between friendship, family, and managing. with the experience that we come with a country that celebrate 176 years, and with the life of our people living below the poverty line, I don't think we come into government again to start thinking about our family, to start talking about, I think we come there to make sure that we give the Liberian people hope, and I'm committed to that.
Okay, let me just remark Flomo. You know what makes a man? In all the trousers we wear, in all the shoes we wear, in all our bank accounts, those are attributes to what makes you a proper man. What makes you a proper man is your word. And some of them just kind of distract. You say SKTV is our source. Yes. You know what is news? You can get sources from everywhere. You don't plant source in a garden and then every day you go pick a fruit. You, Flomo, could be my source. What if you, when you saw something happening of interest and you bring it to me, you become a source. So anybody, you, Flomo, can be my source. But again, let me educate you. Let me educate you, Flomo.
To be clear with Flomo, it's not SKTV, it's came from VOA, Voice of America. That clip we just listened to.
That's what I say. He's not informed. Let me inform him. This is a VOA interview. The guy you saw interviewing the president now is not from SKTV. But these are people who will just grab something and go and lie. So let me educate you. What makes a man is your voice, your word. I know you, Flomo, you've promised somebody before, or somebody have promised you before. So when they tell you I'll do this, and the man use the word, he said, I'm committed to that. Nobody open him up, nobody put God to him up to say this thing. He said, I am committed to that. I don't think we came to government to be talking about friendships and whatever. Okay? Listen to the man. It's from his own mouth. We're not saying he said, he is saying it. So you are saying that we are discriminating. Yes, we are not discriminating. The man said it. And there is something called the code of conduct. Okay? That you're not supposed to do certain things when you are in power. If you do those things, you are breaking the law. So if like people do not learn. Ellen Johnson put Robert Selly, her son, to Noka. The guy dismantled $30 million. You know what I can do for you? And what Ellen said? Ellen said, I take responsibility. So what happened to her? She's ex-president. She was there at the inauguration. She passed it around. $30 million. You know what $30 million can do for you, Flomo? You come from where, Bonkante, or from Nofa? You know what $30 million can do for Flomo? And then one person can take all that money and put it in your pocket, then they say, I take responsibility, and that's the end. So Joe Boga take Jacob Akoli and send him there. And he's going to do the same thing. Jacob Akoli is going to steal money from there. When Tanga Joe Boga say, I take responsibility, what are you going to do? Jake and his children will be rich forever. Maybe he's going to take 50 million. And you, Flomo, you say you're Flomo. I'm not trying to bring you down, but I'm just saying something. I'm going to go ahead. Okay? So if Jacob Akoli will steal $80 million from Luka in the 6 years, I will still be on Goa. All my brothers and sisters in Africa will still be cutting bush, cutting palm oil to sell as Goas. And Flomo will still be on Flomo, planting cocoa or something. When you are being denied, we're talking things that affect your life. I'm not blasting you, Flomo. I'm not, if you're on a show, we all talk, we'll get our own view. Okay? So I'm not saying these things. Don't think that we're trying to belittle you or anybody on the show. But these things we're talking affect each one of us. That's why we're doing it. Yeah, you give them the opportunity, but the opportunity, how many times how do you Flomo get the opportunity? If I become president, I take all my guests and make them something. But you Flomo, you still be there because you get contact. Did you listen to the definition of nepotism? You who got power and you got influence over people. When you offer your family, your relatives job, that is nepotism. Because Joe Baga get power, you can't go and tell Joe Baga, no, Dumpo, anybody, Jacob Akoli there, Dumpo, Mudadu, comrades. No, you can't do it because he got influence. The man voice alone, he said, you're pulling me there. You can't say, no, you crack, hey. you crack tire. But Paul, one thing about the positions that they gave Jacob Akoli and the other guy as officers in charge temporarily, you know the reason behind that? Those positions, they got to go for confirmation hearing. But if you make them temporary, they cannot go for confirmation hearing.
Absolutely.
And that temporary, who sets the limit? It's the president. So you see, this is cleverly crafted by Joe Walker and his government. Send Jay to Nuka. That place you'll be getting all the money from, you'll be keeping it. Nobody can sack him because he's not commissioned. He didn't go for confirmation hearing, so the Senate cannot do anything to him. Okay? When they tell you, say, oh no, the man is there for temporary, I'll change him later. And he'll be bringing all the money. Okay? Until 6 years. Whether he'll win or he'll not win, at least the money gone. When they ask, you say, I'll take responsibility. What you do to him? Because you can't do nothing, you didn't do anything with Ellen. With Rouse Ellen. So what you do to Joe Walker after 6 years, when they are taking all the money from Nuka, and the people who do know the importance of oil, they very Norway we live in here. I say anything can grow here. The only thing I see growing here that apple and what it strawberries somewhere, not everywhere. Beside that, they grow grass and feed animals. If you're driving along the road here, you see the grass bed, they wrap it in white thing. Other people who can grow grass without no area they can buy and carry it. So nothing can grow here, but we have enough food here. And you know how people get money from oil? That was the poorest country in the entire Scandinavia. The poorest. Francis Mensah sitting down to the bottom of the screen here. He lives in Sweden. He know that Norway was slave for Sweden before. Norway was slave for Denmark. They were poor. Nothing was here. Half of them ran away from here after the Second World War. They went to America. So they built land. They have no 5 million people. If you move with a foreigner, they will come to 2 million. You see it? But Norway is one of the richest countries between 2008 to 2010. When we had a global crash, Norway became the richest number one country in the world. Why? Because of oil. The oil they got. Only oil. And some part of the country, they can do fishing. But the fish we can see here, they can sell it to a different country. Yeah, you hear Liberia. They discover oil in your country. Your poll is Trehara. They discover oil in your country. Your president took her son and put him there. They damage all the oil. They sold all the oil black to foreigners. If you, Flomo, you go do oil engineering now, you'll be working for a foreigner in your own country. That all money not coming to you. Someone will talk about this thing, you can't say, oh, we doing discrimination. You all don't understand this thing. You're listening to us, learn, so that when you get power tomorrow, you get position tomorrow, you can apply it. Francis, welcome.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
So I will be
good evening to you all. Happy Sunday.
I will say, yeah, welcome, Francis. Yeah. So we're talking about this thing. The ugly thing they call nepotism is trying to show its head up in our new government. What do you think about it? We know you support the new government, but what do you think? If you were Francis Mensah and you were sent to finance ministry as minister, are you going to take your sister's son or your brother and make him your deputy? Tell me, talk to me.
Olinfor, in all fairness, I will just say the few words. What was wrong yesterday is wrong today.
And it will be wrong tomorrow.
Exactly.
I like that Francis, and that's being truthful. What's wrong today will be wrong tomorrow and will be wrong day after tomorrow. That is the truth of this matter. And thanks for that. At least we put that matter to bed. It's not right, it's wrong. You know, you talk about, so Francis, how is Sweden so far? And talk to our viewers.
Look, Sweden is kind of be having a mixed weather. It's kind of cool and rain and snow. So this is kind of for us.
We'll move on from the Scandinavia. You're not real Scandinavia. You're talking about snow, then you're talking about rain.
Yeah, there are a little bit of travel, rain, but then we call wet snow. Actually, we call blood snow. So it's kind of snowing. I look outside my window, it's snowing again. Yeah, kind of snowing.
So we need to transition a little bit. And before we transition, Linford, your former boss, who is now sitting down somewhere in the UK.
Wait, now you got to say my former boss?
So can you talk to us about this guy here?
Okay, yeah. Early this morning when I woke up, I always wish a man happy birthday. Early this morning, Facebook reminded me, and then I posted his picture and I said, happy birthday, former, I normally say happy born day. I say happy born day, former President Taylor, former President Charles MacArthur, Dakwana Gange Taylor. And all of my friends came on there, they were lambasting me, this and that, But I will tell you one thing, Mr. Taylor, I knew him, or in fact, I know him. He didn't die, he say a lot. I know him very well. I know who he is, despite all of what happened, but I know who he is. Personally, real personal relationship is not like somebody passing and I just see him. I'm not like one of those people who are just working, who are in NPFL control area. Yep, no. I know Mr. Taylor, and I can say anyway, I know Mr. Taylor personally. He knows me by name. We have interacted on so many occasions, so I will always have some respect for him, despite his condition, despite what happened. Look, let me tell you, knowing somebody and that person being somebody or doing something, they are two different things. I can know Paul, and accidentally, Paul can go and break somebody we know. So that doesn't mean I don't know Paul. Paul can know me as a friend, and I can go and steal somebody property. That doesn't mean that Paul doesn't know me, and because I stole, so Paul says he know me. I would not be like Joe Walker, who knows coming from years back from school day, and because something happened in CPP, say he go to court and say he know the man. Can you imagine? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And this is the person we have as president today. So he might one day look at some Liberians and say, I know them. Seriously. Prince Johnson,
Right.
be careful. Prince Johnson, when the war crimes court come and you are indicted,
So,
Joe as president will say, I know that man.
so,
I'm
so,
just telling you something.
therefore, so
Yeah.
therefore, we just put Charles Taylor picture or his birthday today,
Mhm.
and Charles Taylor is serving term for crime he committed, according to ICC.
Yeah, not in Liberia, but in Sierra Leone.
He's Sierra Leone.
Mhm.
The crime he committed is serving. There's another guy in Liberia today. He's a pastor that only God forgave him, but the Liberians have not forgiven him. And this guy has been doing everything to protect himself to not face what Charles Taylor is going through. This man who claimed to be a born again, afraid to face the weight of the law. And that's why he keep putting his people places that. So before I address this guy, I want to address the people of Nima County, Nimbadians, brilliant people, educated people. Why is it that they keep giving this guy second chance every time? Now this guy will be the third one to serve 27 years. Is that because of tribalism or what that they keep putting this guy in and out to avoid prosecution for what he did, the crime he committed? What's going on? The other guy is serving. One group of people in Liberia keep rewarding a very bad apple who claim to be a reverend that have put a lot of not going to church because of his behavior. Today, this guy have put someone forward to be the next justice minister to serve the country, to stop him from not facing any kind of prosecution. So I will start with Nima County. What's wrong with them? After 27 years, Prince Johnson run again to pull him back. And these are people that are well educated, learned, good people. Why is it, what kind of voodoo Prince Johnson have over them that they keep electing him over and over? I mean, I just don't know, and I'm confused of my brothers and sisters from
I don't know
Nima.
whether you're asking that we can address that question.
I think you'll help me because I'm confused.
Okay, Francis is from the southeast. You can pass through Nima County before you go to your home. Maybe it's something you know about Nima. I don't know. But man, Francis, take a shot. I will come because I am rooted in Nima also. So I know our people and I will describe exactly.
I think you have a minor background or whatever it is as well.
Right.
So I honestly I don't know. I think it's the tactics of fear of reprisal, reprisal on on his kinsman. That was the message that he tried to propagate. That he liberated them, and he should be rewarded in a sense. And the people, he owed to the people themselves. I mean, they are the ones who voted him in, even if they tend to soak in what he's trying to propagate. That he redeemed or the Nibadians, or whatever he did. He was a savior. I mean, we're looking at it from the holistic view as nationalists, as Liberians were killed. So many Liberians died. He was an actor in the carnage and mayhem of Liberians. So I cannot say the exact reason why that the Nibadians, but I would want to give some theory, postulate some theory. Probably they feel that he stood up for them during the time of their own annihilation with the Dole government and the Crowns and Mandingos. So I think that's the reward they're giving him. So yeah.
Linford.
Yeah, I will try to give you a shot. And Francis said it right. I got a Mano background. I come from Bon County, right on the border with Nima County. We are on the Bon County side. But many years ago, before the counties were demarcated, the people of Nima counties would cross and come to our place, and they find we cross and go to that place. So we were on the other side of the St. John. After the demarcation and the St. John River became the border between Nima and Bon County and also Bassa. So we that remain on the other side of the St. John River towards Bon County. So we are Pele people, so to speak. But in my area, if you're smart, you can speak Bassa, Pele, and Mano. And my great-great-grandfather comes from Nima County, according to the story. He was a hunter and he crossed into Bon County, killed his elephant, and people came there to butcher, and then they played begin town. So my town is built by my great-great-grandfather, so we own that place, so to speak, traditionally. Okay. So addressing the Nima County people. When I was growing up, I know that most of our activities, my town is one of the biggest towns on the border. So we normally cross and go to the other Nima County town, play football. Every week we play each other football game. Girlfriends, everything come from there. So I know much about our Nima people. Let me tell you one thing. The people of Nima County, like Paul said, they are smart. They are brave. If you don't know some brave people in Liberia, there are Nima people and the Grand Chile people. There are two tribes I see that the two people I see that are brave in Liberia. These are two people who engage each other face to face in a desperate war. They are intelligent, because intelligence is not only about education. Intelligence is how you do things, your way of analyzing and then taking action. But I will tell you again, Nima people, they are one big tribalists in our country. And I'm saying that people will not agree. No. Nima, if you go to Nima County, you see the men fighting each other. Two men fighting. But forget about the two guys that are fighting. You from Bassa or one other country, you can't pay for one of the same men. The two guys who are fighting, two of them stay there. You pay for one of them, two of them will jump on you and start beating you. They will always back each other. Prince Johnson did not fight for no damn Nima County. Sorry for the expression. When the war started, Prince Johnson crossed into Liberia with few men. They spent 1 month somewhere around there struggling with the Dole forces. When he knew that Chancellor House also crossed, and Prince Johnson being so rigid, some of the men started making confusion with him. They want to go back to Chancellor. So the few men that remained behind him, he started coming. Forceful recruitment. Prince Johnson slept in my town when he crossed from Nima County. The first time he slept in is my town. Prince Johnson cannot deny he slept in my town. My late father used to tell me the story about Prince Johnson all the time. Because he didn't see Chancellor. The only man saw that Prince Johnson. when he telling me the story about Prince Johnson at whole night. So Prince Johnson ran away from Chancellor, and he came. That's how he was always ahead of Chancellor. You're always ahead of Chancellor. You're always ahead of Chancellor. And when Prince Johnson came, he entered Monrovia. Okay? When he entered Monrovia, the only place he could settle was Corwell. And then the war, those soldiers and Chancellor people were fighting in Nima County. So Prince Johnson got dual nature, that he will be Monrovia on Corwell base and be defending people in Nima County. So the same thing that Nima people will always say, Prince Johnson was fighting for all. That you must be crazy. You must be drunk. When they had Nima County king you to believe that Prince Johnson defended Nima. Okay? I got displaced behind the land as early as July 10. Okay? When the war entered Monrovia, July 7. I got displaced across the land, July 10, out in Kakata. Where was Prince Johnson? Was him the same Prince Johnson that captured Doe? So Prince Johnson was fighting those Doe forces in Nima or Banga or Bassa and also in Kowe. So that's how people get a mentality. But because the Nima County people are tribalists, they will always back one another. That's why they're doing this thing. And who they harming? They harming themselves. But I can tell you that was those days. That was 9 years, 10 years back from the early days up to now. The people of Nima County eyes are opening. I mean, why you think a political leader came from Nima County? Jawan Gonglo. Okay, is he now Nima? But the Nima people eyes are opening. That illusion that Prince Johnson had, or that some people still have, that Prince Johnson he defended us. Prince Johnson was defending his own life. He didn't fight for no Nima County man. Unless you want stupid man, sorry, I said tonight I'm very hard. You want funny guy from Nima County who will say you defended, that means you don't even know. Okay? All the Nima people that die. How many of Prince Johnson family die? All the Nima people that died behind Taylor. In the war. Prince Johnson ran away, he came inside. I went on Prince Johnson place 2 different times. 1992. 2 different times. 2 different Saturdays, back to back. We were the only journalists that left from all the journalists. That were 5 journalists with 1 engineer in the trial. Was 7 persons that went. Only one of us that went is dead. Now the rest of them are still living. Some of them might be even listening to what I'm saying. So when people go around, Prince Johnson safe, it's just because of tribalism, nothing else. But the people are opening now. I'll stop there so far.
Based on tribalism, that's why they keep electing him. And this guy, he'll be the president term. When he ends his 9 year, he'll be 27 years as a lawmaker in Liberia. And if God spare his left to live long, they will vote him again. And he will be more than president. He will break President Thomas' record. Prince Johnson.
No, but you see, and one thing about besides the Nima people being tribalists and love their own, the thing is that the guy knows how to play his game. Do you know that this election, if Prince Johnson had not nominated Jeremiah to be president, and you see, the thing I'm talking, the fact that Nima people heard that Jeremiah will be president.
Let me hold you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Tewan Gonglo? Was he not running for president in Nima County?
Yes.
So, what's the Jeremiah Kun? Jeremiah Kun and my grandmother, father, they come from the same village. He's a grown man. That's the grown man said to Nima have Chaba or Gio woman. But Brett and Tewan Gonglo from Nima, he will run to be president. He will not run number 2. Why they didn't go for him?
Now I'll tell you the reason why.
Tell me the reason.
Nima
County can chip into the one because they confused
Nima County. When they believe in you, they believe in you. I said the people are tribalists. I'm telling you something. When the people believe in you, they believe in you. No, when they're walking, when we're running away, Nima people will not move behind each other. When we're running away, people who don't understand Gio and Mano, they will not know. When we reach any checkpoint, at long line, they say, "Jampo nenu, ma nenu kagagoyesia." Meaning, Gio people and Mano people, you're putting your head down. So if you don't know, you underline your head bend down. They know straight. They start picking people up. So the people know each other. The people will tell you, "Our war we brought the war. Our war. You bring war, keep people dying, say that our war." The people here. So Prince Johnson have been senator for years. Prince Johnson can influence all the people. So Tewan Gonglo coming, Tewan collected a very good vote. But if Prince Johnson was not in the picture, you know that Tewan was going to get a backing of all the Nima people. But ask yourself, Prince Johnson have been senator for years. Then he handpicks Jeremiah Kun, who is also a senator, and Tewan Gogolo, who just entered the race. He had not made any mark. So who the people go for? They can, the next two people are intelligent. They calculated Jeremiah Kun's vote. They calculated his influence over the part of Nima he comes from. Then they calculated Prince Johnson influence over the part of the Gio people. They almost outnumbering the amount of people. Okay? So, nobody can born in hell. You see one Gio boy who is 12 years, 25 years old, 12-year-old man get plenty children already by then, reach 25 years, whole village. So the people, they back each other. So they calculated all of that, and they said, well, we'll just go, because they heard the word vice president. And then they said, well, who is Tewan Gogolo? Okay, the amount of vote they voted for him. But they knew that he would not win. So all of them went behind Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kun. So, you know, until the influence that he got over there, and the influence is just vainglory, because the people believe in their mind that Prince Johnson is it. And nothing you can do about that. It's all because of a travelist connection. I can tell you that anytime. They like me. They know me. They like me. Because me, I can tell them the fact.
Wow. Friends say you
Yeah.
want to leave for the travel.
Yep, I think the reason why Prince Johnson has this dominance, this dominion over the people of Nima County is that the narrative that they have been spewing, that he is the Messiah, he came to, you know, he liberated the people of Nima County, you know, and there's so many great men, warriors from Nima County that died, and that people still alive, that fought. You know, as Leave already stated that Prince Johnson was in Monrovia as early as August. Yeah, I know. I can remember they came in Ghanansville, around our area there. They came with their t-shirt, they came on the supermarket, they came in the car with Ghanansville block, you know, and they came in, you know, yeah, I remember it was around August as far as I can remember. And then, yeah, so he was in Monrovia while the government forces, the MPF was still fighting around Banga and what you call it?
So
yeah, around our area, yeah, you know, yeah. So in regards to Tewan, he's a great man. I think he has all the qualities to become a president of this country. But again, the narrative Prince Johnson have been sowing, have been selling to the people in Nima County that Tewan is against him. Look at his sister Edith. She ran so many times that, I mean, his family they are against him. And then he sold this tribalism. I mean, he's a tribalist as well. He sold that narrative to the people that the man on Tewan side, the man on group, the educated people, they're trying to bring the Giopo down. You know, so I think that's the understanding, and that's the reason why it may serve as a hindrance to anybody else from Nima County who wants to assume any political office. Until Prince Johnson is no more around the scene, it's on. Then we will see some level of changes in there. But again, this thing is going to be a mundane and a systematic approach, because it's like our literature, our history that we read in school. We heard about Matilda Nipo. So that's why he's so into the young people. So the young people who were not even born during the war, that's the kind of heroic mentality that is still carrying on, is selling to the people. So we need to have a new shift, a new literature shift in the whole approach, into how, I mean, the story, the actual story. It would take a lot of time, you know, to deep indoctrinate the people, because I think that's a complete indoctrination that he has, and that dominion he has with the people.
Right. So based on what Francis and you and Linford you just said, Prince Johnson have a way of getting away with this, and now the appointment that was made, Prince Johnson, one of his key allies now, is being sent to justice ministry. Does that mean that the war crime code that people pushing for in Liberia and Prince Johnson today, Charles Taylor 1076, so Prince Johnson and Charles Taylor then is there, but the same age group. And he served for the next 9 years, he be coming to 80 plus. Will it be like the Jewish people where they were hunting those Holocaust people that around the world, and Prince Johnson keep playing this game to get away with it? By the time we realize there will not be any sort of prosecution for those that committed crimes in Liberia, not only him, all of them that committed crime. Is that why they're bringing a new justice minister who also, that every time Prince Johnson move, he move, they move together? So I say, is this new guy, if he accepted to be justice minister, will we see the wonderful war crime code that will push forward during the election, during the campaign, that people made promises that yes, it's about time Liberia healed itself, that they will bring this matter to a rest? Will they ever happen with Prince Johnson being a chess player, maneuvering his way around? With this happen? He done it with an Zimbabwe.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Every long rope in the bush has an end. It depends how you hold this rope. They say when you hold rope can hold bush. If you're strong enough, you hold the rope here, it will be holding the bush. But when you continue to pull it, the rope can wrap around the branches. So you pull it when one branch break. If you are holding onto 10 branches, when one breaks, you say get more. You pull it, two go until you can reach the last branch. Finally, you reach the end of that rope.
Right.
Prince Johnson have been escaping all this war and economic crimes code simply because of the governments that we've been having. I mean, how would have an Ellen Johnson Sirleaf take Prince Johnson to war and economic crimes code? It will not happen. Why? Because Ellen herself was an integral part of the war and economic crimes code by the war, by supporting the MPFL with cash. Fine. Then Mr. George Weakin, he own a story not too clear. Some people say he supported model or whatever, but that one we ain't no record. But George Weakin, he remained tightened. And the reason why he remained tightened on this whole issue is that Prince Johnson supported him in the elections. And he also thought that in the next coming election that just ended, he thought that he and Prince Johnson were going to remain on good course, so that when the election comes, Prince Johnson can also support him. So I understand why wouldn't we take Prince Johnson to approve of any war crime? Every time we talk, we mention Prince Johnson. It's not that a war crime school is free for Prince Johnson, but this guy is influencing the politics in Liberia. That's why he's in the city.
Absolutely,
yeah. So, but how be it? If we has signed the war crime or have approved of it, all the people that will go, Prince Johnson will be among them. So it will be like we are betraying somebody who helped him to become what he was. So I thought we was trying to be very, homo or humanitarian, that you don't want to be somebody like who will betray your trust and whatever. So it happened that here he and Prince Johnson fell apart. And this brings me to even imagine if we have won the election, why would we be talking about the war and economic crimes code with Prince Johnson leaving here and going? That would have been a different chapter that will open. Then Prince Johnson went to Buaka, and we all know the story. They entered into a marriage, and they won the election. So now there is an in-house fighting as we speak. Prince Johnson wants to impose his justice minister, whereas Buaka wants to bring his own justice minister. Now, if these two are actually working together like they did in the election, why would they be fighting over a justice minister post? So this tells you that Buaka actually wants to approve of this thing. That is why he wants to bring his own justice minister. Now Prince Johnson said, no, we got agreement. So you take my nomination. Now the thing here is, how are they going to solve it is one thing. But we can clearly see the in-house fighting. And somebody told me that Prince Johnson was not even at the inauguration. Why wasn't he there? And Paul, if you can remember, weeks back, I told you that the United Party will face strong opposition. But
Lincoln, let me just hold you right there quick. Lincoln, let me just interject something quickly. You go on because the Americans were there.
Oh, that was
the top securities were there.
and they want to
Lincoln picking was top security and go picking up right there, man. So,
the method will pick it up.
Yeah, go ahead, my boy.
Hey, imagine if they're picking up what I say for me, I just sitting down, so say you're gonna take your carrying him. But on a serious note, gentlemen, Prince Johnson want to make sure that what Paul mentioned, that he can protect himself this time around. Because I mean, he had been escaping for too long. This could not be possible again to escape. So he want to make sure that he's in control by putting his own justice minister. But the question is whether President Bouaka will succumb to him. And if President Bouaka does that, that will be the first time for him to guarantee Prince Johnson voice, that Prince Johnson can dictate, that Prince Johnson can tell him what to do, and he will do it. So Bouaka has got to put his feet down strong. He's the president. Prince Johnson is not the president. Okay? So he got to put his feet down. But he let Prince Johnson get away with this one. No, I can tell you for sure. Our foreign partners are watching. He made a commitment. Even in his inaugural speech, he mentioned that he will do something about the War and Economic Crimes Code. So you can renege on anything. You can lie about everything, but not this one yet. Because it depends on the success of your government financially. I will start reading and make it all.
So, Francis, you heard what Linford said. This guy, he's been getting away with it because he is the main kingmaker. That's why he was censured for what they call pay by play, right? Every government comes to power, Prince Johnson have a say, and that government comes to power through him. This time around, Liberians are fed up with Prince Johnson. Even today, he was in church giving some of his usual thing. When we have President Joseph Numa Bouaka going to the UN as he promised to request the wonderful thing that will not be paid for by Liberians, but will be paid for international community. So those perpetrators can face the weight of the law that 250,000 Liberian life just went free. Will the guys face the weight of the law at some point in time? Because we're all aging. By the time we realize this guy will be gone.
First of all, look, from your initial, your statement that it's a chess game. Prince Johnson is not a king, not a queen. He's just a pawn on the chessboard. I tell you seriously, because if you mentioned earlier today, you mentioned that he in his church today, he went on to be very sarcastic, I could say. When he talked about the president reading the paper. It was so long, and and they inserted the war crimes code pattern. By the time he got to reading that part and you're going to the sanction, he fell off. That's a complete mockery.
See,
that's So he look at the end of the day, the Minister of Justice from his party cannot stop the creation of the War and Economic Crime Code in Liberia. He cannot stand in the way. There's no way. The fact remains that President Bouaka needs the political will. That's the simplest thing. If President Bouaka, show that political will, nobody can stand in the way. So we there hope and pray that he can come up with that World Economic Crime Code to put this thing at rest, put it to abate, and so we all can move on with our lives, and we have some level of what do you call it? Justice for the people who lost their lives. And it will step on corruption as well. Corruption has been the major problem in Liberia developmental growth. So we need that World Economic Crimes Code. It will take some time, but President Walker needs to muster the political will to bring the creation of that World Economic Crimes Code.
And right. Just before Paul comes in, let me just say something to Liberians. For those of you Liberians who always think whenever they mention of the War Crimes Code or the War Economic Crimes Code come, you talk all the funny things. You don't know your own rights. I will put it that way. You don't know what affects you directly. Okay, let's forget about the War Crimes Code, because most of the people that are talking about them, they didn't lose anybody in the war. Nobody died from it. So they don't know how it feels that your relative who is not sick, who just woke up one morning and somebody can kill him for no reason. They don't know how it feels. Some of us who lost people will know, and when anytime we hear it, our mind goes there. Now, let's look at the economic crimes. Why you think many Liberians will wake up in the morning, men, women, children, you wake up in the morning, yes and now, you're thinking where you get it from? Why the same people who are corrupting you, they are parboiling that what they're going to the market and buying, folding car back, the trunk of the car is full of goods, and you say now you're gapping, you can hardly find it to eat, but still you still feel that these people, nothing should happen to them. They steal from you, they think it's good. What type of people are you? What you don't have feeling? What? Tell me, what drives your motive? What's wrong with you? That you happy that I will come and take what belongs to all of us. I take it. Then you clap for me. When somebody says, "Oh, you're catching," you say, "No, you're a leader, man." And Liberians, I always say, the time you expect them to act, they don't act. Now is the time. This thing have been dragging on all along. If Boaka say he will do it, let Liberians support it. If Liberians can get in the street and demand the government, say, "Look, listen, we've called for this thing for long. People have been diplomatic about it." Okay? People have been diplomatic about it and it's not working. So we Liberians, we are coming in the street. We want it now. Let the government do it. It's time for them to do it. It's time, the inner power is there. It's time for everything. All those years gone, maybe one at a time, but this is the time that Liberians got to step up.
Oliver, listen. Even at the board they had, that what you call it, that was set up, there was split. But they married Washington woman and the late Kafuma Kone and the other people. They were complete split because of what? Political influence. We need to take politics out of the whole thing. Of the World Economic Crisis. The thing is, it requires, it involves national healing and reconciliation. This is very cardinal.
That's right.
So, look, we need to divorce ourselves from sentiments and look at the people who were victims. Everybody in Liberia, one way or another, or the other, were victims of the war. You may not have family who have died, but your material things will, and your personal, your psychic was always affected as well. So, I think the President Oboga needs to muster that political will, and no going back. He promised us he has to do it.
Right. So, in reality, there are always good thing and bad thing in every society. So we're going to transition to another important topic. And before we do this, I'll put a picture on and now I want your view on this. There's this beautiful young girl in Liberia that from the weird government have been making her way. And I don't know if you know this, I'm going to put this picture up. This girl in the picture, they call her Emma Glasgow. She a featuring. That one in a white standing there in front of those men and two other ladies on her right hand side. She have done something lately in Liberia by bringing a vessel to Liberia, research vessel for fishing. And this woman, from the work she have done, a lot of people are calling on President Barker for her to retain her post. That's the vessel she brought to Liberia in recent time to help the Coast Guard. Guys, what do you guys think about Emma Glasgow and her work, the effort that she has put in? Linford?
Well, I have not really been following Emma Glasgow's activities at the fishery, but what I do know is that, you know, fishery is one source of income. If you remember from the beginning of this show, I mentioned something about Norway having only oil, and they do fishing on the other side of the country. There, they raise fish, they culturally fish, and there are some other waters, or natural water, not salt water, natural water where when the snow melt, that's why I question where fish can come from, because we are at the top of the mountain. When the snow melt, it turns to open lake, and you can find fish in there. So you find the salmon there. It's derived from the cultural salmon, and they're very expensive. See, they carry that thing to Korea, Philippines, to Asia. When they slice it, one small piece slice, it costs dollars. So the money right there, one fish, they can get almost $30-$40 for it. Get one small little fish. So fishery is money. And Liberia, we got certain species of fish that you can't find anywhere. Bunny, that's what we call bunny. What we can all looking Liberia. In some countries, you don't see it. I've been to the Philippines. Philippines is water all over the country. Is 7,100 islands. Everywhere they got different type of fish. I've been looking for bunny. I can't find it. Now, bunny is very expensive. The red snapper we got, you can find it in some water. So all those things that are sources of money. So Emma Glasgow, as I understand, she's been doing some good job. I think she, under her watch, she was able to sign some agreement with some companies. Or even though some people said those companies came to rob us, okay? I don't know the details, so I can't say anything. But at least I've never heard anything about her being corrupt, mismanaging. That's very important. And Liberia fishery, I think it's a virgin era. It's still new. Because, yeah, Stephen Tower then used to do it, but it died down. So, the funding people, depending on, you got to go to Banjo or you go to EAW to right opposite the stadium there, where the funding people can bring a kino. When they empty it, then you buy fish. We have not had large-scale fishing projects from the Stephen Tower days. So Emma Glasgow, I think she's been trying to bring it back. And if the Liberian government will support her, I know the whole story you're talking about is all about lack of support, lack of documentation, lack of interest. So if the government now, because it's amazing that we are government appointed this lady, that probably she didn't, I don't know, whether she didn't get a needed support she wanted from the government then. So if this government will come in, will step in, knowing the importance of fishing or fishery, instead of few guys going and taking some fish that the government cannot get any account of. See, so if this vessel is in a country for fishing or for whatever purpose, and the government will be getting revenue from it, I think I welcome it, because these are some of the things that we need. We should not only look at the rubber trees, the iron ore, which is depleting anyway. We got to look at our other natural resources. Fish is one of them. Nobody can play fish. You can culture it, but you can only produce it. But the one that in the wild water, enough for you. For God bless us with that. Like I said, a bunny. And you not know how bunny is important. I got to know that when my foreign friends, when they taste bunny, they ask me, what type of fish is this? I try to describe it because all my Filipino friends, they got to know it through my wife. And they ask me, I try to describe it, but they got their own version of it, which is not even what we have. So we are blessed and we should make use of it. I will stop there.
We are blessed and we should make use of it. We have the one of the longest coasts in Africa. I think Liberia comes after Somalia in terms of the length of the coast. From Cape Mount to Cape Palmer, we have the Atlantic Ocean. And we have seen this boat that have come. I think the Coast Guards will be using it
No,
to
no, no,
deter other.
not Lord Cholope. That I'll give you the boat that came, the vessel is a research vessel.
Yeah, I know that. It's a research
It's
already,
from
yeah.
the people of Morocco, and it will
Yeah.
be doing some research in regards to the kind of species we have in the you know, our aqua system. So you know, so we yeah, the aqua ecology. So they will be doing the research on the kind of different kind of species we have in fish, in terms of fish. And
Yeah.
then with but Emma Glasgow has done, she has done well. She has put forestry, I mean the fisheries, that entity, you know, she brought into the limelight, because before people that thought that to were fishing, and people that go, the directors there at the Ministry of Agriculture who were responsible for fishing, they go collect fish from the fancy people, collect the people, money, but she tried to industrialize the industry. And I think, I mean, the government of Liberia, I mean, the present government needs to retain her, I think. I mean, because she has made that entity very vibrant now. The UN, I mean, the United Nations Food Organization, and other, you know, partners are coming in bringing money. It even gave her a brand new Jeep that was you know, a center of discussion. And Jeep cost about $50,000, no, $60,000. So people see it now, you know, as a very lucrative area. And I think they should give her the benefit of the doubt to continue on there, because she has done well. She has transformed that entity to a more vibrant entity. She graduated from the school here, the maritime school in Malmo. Yeah, so she went to school in Sweden. Yeah, so her name, I didn't meet her, but she and this Jerry Yogba, they all came to Sweden together at a time.
And
So,
she
yeah.
also have just left from London when she went, before she had her appointment. But let me say something, and leave for touch on this. When I was saying we have the longer coast after Somalia in terms of the landscape. And if Liberia have gold, diamond, and other natural resources, do you know the sea could have been the one that giving the country money? That's something we have not taken into consideration. We know that in the 70s, the Maserado group of fishing company, Stephen Tobel and his company made a lot of money out of fisheries. And Liberia will have that. If you come to the UK here, tilapia, what we call buka in Liberia, it's the most expensive fish here. And we have it in abundance over there in Du River, in all the little rivers in Liberia. And that area, fishery could be one of the key places that you generate huge revenue. Look at lobster. Go to the restaurant here. One little piece of lobster, you be paying like 35 pounds. And we'll have it in abundance in Liberia. It's something that, and if the president put effort, or the new government put more effort into that industry, that a lot of job creation over there.
You get to say job creation. Look, let me tell you one thing. Now, there's a Liberian boy here, your countryman. He works with with one of the fishing company, and the guy tells me a lot of things about how much job that thing is. They got people who will go fishing with a fishing boat when they bring it. They got people who will, in fact, there are people who raising the fish. There are no job there to raise the fish. Then the people who there to separate it, the one that are ready for harvest. When they kill it, there's some people there to clean it. And we're talking about people on shift. So the cleaners, the people cleaning our face, maybe you got 10 people doing it. They're working on shift. So the other 10 people go in, the other 10 people come. So if you get 3 shifts, I tell you people right there. Like, no, let me tell you, Mr. Cummings told me something when we were in Germany. When the football game were playing. I'll not forget that man told me. He said, live for a year, all they know is people making in the street about party. They get 20, 30 parties in Liberia. Liberia is so small to have that no more party. He said, because no jobs. And the reason why I see all the people in the street, young people making all they know. He says, tomorrow young people know that Google engineers, business managers, but because no facility, no opportunity. Yeah? That's right. So Liberia, and he told me, he said, look, just open, bring about 3, 4, 5 companies. How big is Liberia? Most of them, they got companies there already. For one big company in Maryland, one in maybe Grand Crew, the Leeward County, no countries that nobody pay attention to. For one somewhere in Bapuru. Okay? And employ, let's say you start with master degree holder in Liberia. How many master degree holders we got in Liberia presently on the ground? Few. You one company will end up employing all of them, then now you start going look for bachelor holder. When you're finished,
more master degree people in Liberia. All the university giving master degree now.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the population, man, compared
Washington, LU, AMEU, everybody.
Yeah, but okay, look at the Lambrus University in Mamu. Eh? They are graduate, they are yearly graduate more than all the people you're talking about. But let's put it this way: that you get 5 companies that employ at least 3,000 people on the dot. You end up taking all the educated people, then you will start going in the street and looking for my man. You can read and write, you can work. You see it? But that's all in political parties. You don't have people, maybe in the whole country, you have only 5 political parties maximum. Because you don't have people looking for people looking for somebody to lead them. I'm working, I wake up in the morning, go to work. I'll go up there, one guy, I will say, with a paper in my hand, no, hell, you can win and be our president. But the point is that all those things will bring job creation. And Paul, you're talking about the coastal land we have. Yes, I think we learned that it's 350 miles of coastal land we get. I know my long-term geography, but I was opportune during the wartime. I think 1996, just before the election, when they had the interim government. MPFL, ULIMO-K, ULIMO-J, all the warring parties, including AFL, they all agree that they should send relief material to the southeast. George Bullet Group was still fighting there. We got to start a Grand Crew. They have just fought war there today. We got there the next day, and we see all the cows they kill. So they sent some drugs and rice and whatever. I mean, drugs and medicine, not something to smoke, no, medicine. They were all by the interim government. We were 3 journalists. The other representatives were from AFL, ULIMO-K, ULIMO-J, and PFL. We all got on a small tight fishing boat. One fancy guy was running the boat, and we had one guy from Croatia who was the engineer. One guy, Alex, I cannot forget the guy's name. We boarded the ship on our boat from Freeport. We reached Grand Crew 2 days after. We stopped in the middle of the water. The crew people came, they wanted to attack us. We don't remember how to speak on a crew. Then they people came for us. In small, we went. But the thing I want to let you know, on that boat, we're on that boat for complete 6 days to go and come. Brother, in the night, I still remember that day, the moon was shining. I think getting my seasickness already. I'm well now. So we were sitting down. We just claimed what we were saying now. And the moon was shining. Paul, the thing I'm telling you, the bunny that we're eating, so when you see it, you'll be scary. When you see it in the water, you scary. I say, Paul, the thing, why? Get like fool me. That fool me, but you know, the bunny, you get a say what color, right?
Yeah.
Moonlight, reflecting on that thing. So,
in the night.
Then I said, the Ghana guy said, but what is that? He said, that bunny, the bunny you eat. I said, what do you mean? He said, hey, they in the water. I said, Paul, you can see the thing as far as your eyes go. I said, what? The guy said, that's why the bunny, you can kill it will not finish because look at the bunny that get air. You open the strawberry and see. One of them can have more than 10,000 children. I said, I saw the thing, my man, I believe it. Can you imagine how much money we get in that country with sitting on it? That's the point I'm trying to make. If the government will invest into that, you not have to dig gold a hard work to dig out ground. So now you dig, you can't find anything. But you throw it in there, you catch any kind of fish. Something will come inside. If the government could invest in that thing, buy some fishing boats or privatize the thing to companies. You say they get cool money. That fish, you're not feeding it, that free food, free fish. You see it? But our people not paying attention. So
no, but Lingo, I mean, that industry need to be regulated seriously. First of all, we need to have a very equipped and efficient Coast Guard that would be there trying to deter illegal fishing boats from coming into
people come in our international waters and fish.
Yeah, because people come there illegally. Yeah, and come and fishing. It take a lot of our what you call it, priceless species fish from the water and take it away at night, even in the day. So we do not have our Coast Guard do not have the capacity to deter any of the fishing boats that come. But the boats are modern boats. They come and they do that thing fast and get away. Another thing is that they call it artisan fishing, where the people, the fancy people and kind of stuff. These people need to register so they can form a cooperative so they be able to have money to gain some sorts of revenue from the trade, from the profession. So that whole industry need to be regulated. Even the sardines. When I was small, the sardines came from Norway. The sardines were in Liberia. They all came from Norway.
Yeah.
And we get it right in Liberia on the coast.
Yeah.
You know, and first I get brought something to my mind. Look at the starfish that we eat in Liberia. My man, that thing to find they making it rare in Norway, right behind me here to low 14. You can't reach
stand it to eat it, but they can eat it during the Christmas. It's a big deal.
Oh, I go ask for one piece in Bergen. They tell me 700 now. I say what? No, one piece. Oh,
yeah.
See how they put me, and you know what they use it for? They use it to make olive oil. Now I see they play it dry. They cut all the hair, then they hang it. All the oil drink from inside, that dry one. If I have one Norwegian guy say, we don't eat that thing here. He say, what you eat it for? I say, look at the guy. Because they finish taking all the rich mineral from inside the oil. But they can sell they know that other people selling it, eating it, they can sell it. So look at, they put make money. They put, but like bro, we say now, wealth. Then we all looking for government job. Look at
so many
people that leave America to go to Liberia to go get job now. Some of them, they're ticket running out.
So you see the reason why I chose the topic on fishery. How many rivers in Liberia? We get so many rivers.
We got St. John. Wait, let me name them for you. St. John River, Kavala River, Farmington River, Lofa River, Dew River. And
Kavala River.
Kavala, you know that Kavala is a type of fish, eh?
Yeah. And
but you know what the Kavala River?
Yeah, they are Vorens.
You see Kavala in.
Yeah, they are Vorens. They are Vorens coming to our water, come to St. Petro, they go to Taboo, and they take all the fishing there because we do not have the capacity to deter the people to save our territorial borders.
Look,
there's a lot of things like we can make money on. We have too much resources. We have too much thing to for our people to be suffering, for to be poor.
Can you imagine
the war exposed us so much? The war exposed us so much.
Our land had not even reached the stage where we need to use fertilizer. No, fortunately, land. Look at when travel from Moria to the Leeward country, see all the plum tree on the road. You think who planted it? Nobody. But somebody bought plum tree. Plum and throw see outside. It grow. That plum see fall down. Somebody can pick us on and eat a tree on the other side. It grow. Nobody put the fertilizer on it. Go in the interior. Look at the pawpaw here. You go buy one small pawpaw. I say I bought one pawpaw for $16. Oh. I say wait not green pawpaw. Wait till my pawpaw. The thing we call put up there. They how you call it? Hey man. Avocado. High expensive here. You can have it like brother bad at eating it.
Look, we come from a unique country, but we're not taking advantage.
Something that's get wrong with right with us.
Yeah.
Wow.
So think on it. It's Cape Verde. They live on cashew nuts.
The cashew nut,
Cashew
yeah.
nut, yeah. The thing we call
Yeah.
crucial. I think we
Crucial,
call crucial
yeah.
like you.
So what people can eat it, just drop it down, say they use it
drop
to
it.
put tattoo on their skin. That's
Yeah, the
what
cashew nut.
they very live on. In Liberia, the thing can just grow beyond somebody's house.
Yeah.
So there's so many things that can be put
Look at
forward.
guava. I said,
There we
I
go.
bought guava. I look at it for long. I said, hey, but that guava buying so. No, Liberia,
No.
the way we bless. Then I start to think about something. And then I compare black men with white men. You see, God, my man, God is very unique. God will not give you everything. God gave really African, God give you plenty of things, but he give you all the knowledge. Can't you think about it?
We have the knowledge.
Wait, Paul, yeah, that one I'm not debate. Can't you think about it? If we had the knowledge, the how white men can make nothing, something out of nothing. Eh? You think the white men will live? They didn't get nothing. But God gave them the knowledge that they can make something out of nothing, and we got it. So they can't take it from us. My man.
Look, I'll tell you guys a story. Yeah, 1 minute. I mean, you know, our refugee days in Danane, Arico, Man. Look, if you're driving from Man to Abidjan, depending where I mean, look, you see one man on acres. Banana farm. You go there, one man on acres. Plenty. One man on acres where your eyes can go beyond what you call it, pineapple. I mean, look, so we got so much things, so much things. I mean, crops, our resources. Look, Liberians should never be poor. We should be, more than a middle income class of society.
Yeah.
So much. We got the land, we got everything. What happened to us? I mean, even the people building houses. I used to live in Abidjan, or I used to live in a place they call what's the place? Oh my God, oh my God. But around Angre area. And look, I left Ivory Coast, Abidjan around 2002. I mean, 92. I was there from 1990 to 92. And I left and I came back to Monrovia, the other parts. I went back some kind of way. I mean, when I went back to the place, I saw Angre. Well, it's a big bush. We used to pass between and go play basketball and go all the way to Do Plateau. The caterpillars went into there and just laid the alleys. Went in and they just laid the alley and left the place there for people to go build their houses. So nobody front door, the poor back door. Look, that's what our people need to do. Look, we have so many things in the country, so many things. It's so sad to see Liberia, I mean, the way it is, man.
Everybody pay attention to government.
So
when the government can steal.
It's so sad to see Liberia the way it is. And that is so true. You know, Linford, you said something before we leave. You said the white man brain and the black man brain. The blacks will have brain.
No,
look at Emma. It just take a visionary to visualize something and say, we'll go with this. In Liberia, we don't do that. We want to enrich ourselves and enslave
But that's the
people.
difference between we and the white people now. Let me tell you. Paul, you
So-
live in the UK.
Yeah.
Or all the Liberians that live in America. Take all the Liberians that live in America, or take all the people from Liberia and Canada to America. Take all the typical white men or American people and Canada to Liberia. In 1 year time, Liberia will be like America. In that same year, America will be like Liberia. Because they'll start breaking everything down. They will start damaging everything.
No. I disagree with
Okay,
you.
well, I get my thinking. You.
If you use Europe, I would say, yeah, because the people that live from Liberia, they go to America. It's like living small Liberia and go to big Liberia. I'm telling you this. If you take somebody from Europe and take that person to Liberia, the thing they see, the guy that come from America, and this my brothers and sisters in America will get versed with me. You will not see a European Liberian with big towel hanging on their shoulder with bottle of water, short trousers, and boasting. So the European have a way of doing things. When they get there, they see things. When it's wrong, they say it. But if you talk Liberians from slavery and you talk them to Philadelphia, south side of Philadelphia is like waterside. So you're taking somebody from slavery to slavery. And this is the fact. So, Emma Glasgow, who I just spoke of, she studied in Sweden, she studied in the UK. Look what she have done. For hundreds years, Liberia 176 years old, we were founded by free slaves. The thing they learned in America, they took it to Liberia. And when they going back from Liberia, they go with the same thing. Nothing changed. So we have this young girl who have proven that European can make a difference in Liberia. And this is why I'm now commissioning Francis here, who is EFLA president, that Europe should have a say in the Joseph Newman Boycott government. They will see a lot of different things happening that our brothers and sisters that come from America, leave from Liberia, go to Liberia, come from bigger Liberia, go to the smaller Liberia with no difference. And that is they can get versed with me, and this is the truth.
No, I mean, our approach to things are quite different. And you said it all right. People will only notice that we come from Europe probably because our skin and well work. But I go to Liberia, I don't go around with no big tower hanging on me, no tower, not even no small tower hanging anywhere. I don't have no tower. I'm a white trousers, my white t-shirt, my trousers, short trousers, my sneakers. I'm moving there. Except I have to go somewhere very, 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 very important. So. But no, it is again, we need to work on our minds. We have a pure renaissance, a renaissance of our mindset, how we can reprogram our minds. Because with that attitude, we're not going anywhere. Because we have a lot of things that went wrong since Liberia was founded up to the war up to now. Systems and processes have not improved. In the day and age, I have an account to LBDR. I want to LBDR in Liberia 2-3 years ago. Open my bank account there. They say giving you book. People to fill in withdrawal, deposit. I said, are you kidding me?
You still have money in your account there, didn't you?
No, it's closed. So I don't want to reactivate it. They couldn't find the information because they do not have the data.
First, you talk about Bembo.
They don't have the data.
My father used to work at Chase Martin, right? So, I think 3 or 4 days ago, I worked. So in the morning, my mom ran to Bembo because I was checking my son will get your call VIPs. Where you can check your account and thing.
Yeah.
So you put in your password, it will show you how much you get. You gotta go to the real bank account. I just quick something like I want to send something to you quick from here. Then you get VIPs. I just send it to you quick, and we get like that. You can even transfer something for your. You can go to the store bank. You want to pay for something.
Mobile money.
Get it. So I was thinking. Because my father used to work at the bank. My father was a teller at Chase Martin then. So then I thinking I used to see the Bembo. So they start thinking because at that time I didn't really transfer. So I thinking how they used to do the banking. Like you go, you put the money, then you read it, or how they used to do it. I was thinking about that thing, and you just mention it. So it's so strange for me.
Before the war, my auntie I lived with my mother. She used to work with LBDR, so she opened an account. She used to put money every month. I used to go. I used to use the slip. Yeah, you give you the money. She put that. No, you know this. She put that. No, $50, $25 in the account for the weekend. You going party. So yeah, you take the slip. You go and get the teller. The teller give you the money. So. I mean, I want to transfer money to my account in Morovia. I can't do it. They gave you some online thing. You can't work. I mean, that's an old age bank. LBDR still in medieval time operation. No, I mean, it's so disgraceful.
Look, the banks now they have made some improvement. give them the credit. But I'll tell
I
you
think my
something.
LBDR.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have give them some
Have you
credit.
been? Do you have an account of
They-
LBDR, Mr. Chilopre?
yeah, I said they have made some improvement. I'm telling you.
Oh,
So
that's 2
Yeah,
years
bro, yeah, bro,
ago.
recently.
well, I just came back. They made some improvements. So
They got
give them-
ATM machine now.
they got ATM machine. Give
No,
them
the
credit.
ATM machine. I'm talking about bank transfer with LBDR.
Give them some credit. But that just one entity, give them some credit.
I
Go
mean, a
to
government
some
owned
of-
entity. That's a cooperative bank. They have shareholders
but-
in Germany.
my man, go to some of the government ministry. They're still using filing system. There's 2 system, and this is the fact. And then look, they want to apostle me. Everybody that you see, some kind of supervisor or minister, deputy minister, they come from the big university with all of the beautiful master degrees in Liberia. And one of the things that will get more PhD, more doctor, more how they call it, master degree. Some people get 4 or 5 master. In this country that I live, McDonald's, the fast food chain. If you supervise McDonald's, you can supervise some of the ministry in Liberia. But most of our brothers and sisters don't even have they have not even supervised or managed somewhere, and they gave them big entity in Liberia, and they do not deliver. So many times we have seen it. And this is the problem that we face in Liberia. You know, when friends were talking about all the master degree that EME, EMU, ENG, GS, this, that Prince Johnson, Father Thomas, they all offer master degree just to be at the top. Give them little 5 person to manage. They come. We have a managerial problem in Liberia. So you found out that since when we're kids, the people still using filing system in Liberia. I gave you a classic example. They introduced the nonsense called citizen ID card. My friend and I want to get citizen ID card, but that day, for some reason, I didn't carry my, how do you call it, passport size picture. So he got his citizen ID card. By the time we left Congo Town, the man lost his citizen ID card. The next day, he went back to get a new one printed. They asked him to pay additional money because they could not find it in the system. And they're supposed to be electronic. This is Liberia I'm talking about. In the 21st century Liberia. Something that you just printed today, tomorrow, they cannot, there's no database on it to retrieve it. So what sort of Liberia? So that whole Liberia thing I'm talking about, the whole system need to be what we call overhaul from all entities. And we have the capability of doing it. We Liberians, we are smart people. But if post smart people somewhere, they will deliver. And there are a lot of us from Liberia. Put them somewhere. Put Liberian with some Ghanaians or some of the Westerners in a room. You see Liberia will come out with that merit all over the world. And this is the fact. Then when we in our own country, they get young people that they will deny them of their birthright because of some, I don't want to use a big word here, so I'll leave it where you live for. try and close on it.
Well, I think okay, Francis Flo.
Yeah, me that get one. I went to visit the police station, so to see some people there. And man, I saw the man with that old typewriter in the police station. Jesus, man. Look, I mean, in the 21st century.
Francis, 21st century, go on a former Ministry of Education. Go somewhere in Liberia, in Monrovia, get a street, they call the place World Trade Center. And go see what's happening. Some of these master degree holders that you were just talking about, their laptop, they cannot even type on a laptop. They have to take it to Ministry of Education for people to tap their work. But yes, this is the reality. And we joke with it and say, so something that is lacking in Liberia and we need to do something. I hope the new government do something about it. Kids that are going to school from an early age, they have to start teaching them how to use computers because the 21st century is technology. They have to start teaching them how to use computers. They have to teach them how to print their own work and start building. We get children that in Liberia, I went to Alexander Cummings School, a technology school. See those 12 years old, 13-year-old children, man, how smart they are. Science and technology. That need to be introduced in all sectors, all schools in Liberia. Instead of people graduating with PhD, going to World Trade Center for somebody to tap their work. You writing your TC, you got to take your paper on a Ministry of Education for somebody to tap your work. What kind of Liberia will have? Only God will know. Therefore, let's wrap up.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, thanks a lot. It's been a wonderful evening. You know, we sometimes we can blast the government, but then again at the same time we'll come back and settle and try to make some recommendations, and that's what we've been doing tonight. I think the government needs to look at this fishery. If you will retain anybody from the WIA administration, at least that's one person whose name is coming out, and you can make use of them. You know, drop this partisan thing where only people who voted for you or people who are in your party can get job. Retain some of the people, resource people, people who can make things happen. Emma Glasgow's name is coming up. At least, she has shown that she can do something. And also, you know, there's this appointment of your own people, your family people, your relatives. Even if you do it, it's too early to do it. So I hope the government will take precaution towards that. And Boaka, you promise that you will not have friends. I mean, you can have one or two people there, but not in all the key positions. I mean, the people are angry people. I mean, hungry people are angry people. You know, the people watching you. So, you know, you can do. We all human beings. We got friends. If I get opportunity, I will put some of my friends and my family there, but not from the beginning like that. And in key positions, you are president. You can make reshuffles. Put some people there after 1 or 2 years. You say, okay, my man, let my other person come there. But you just start like that, and Prince Johnson, we hope you all can solve that problem. So I don't know if you guys got anything or else. I would let you say this is how we let to end it this evening. It was wonderful being here. We'll be back here on Tuesday again. I don't know whether tomorrow or not. We'll be back here. But whenever you see us, we are here. So we want to say thank you very much and hope that Francis, you can be with us again.
Tuesday we'll have a guest. Miata will be here on Tuesday. Remember Miata who argued with you the other day? She will be with us on Tuesday, and she's looking forward to the program. So probably on Tuesday we'll be looking at tomorrow. The president is actually meeting. He having a State of the Union tomorrow. Tomorrow will something that will look at his speech, what he tends to do for the country. That will be said tomorrow. We'll have to look at it, and then on Tuesday we can analyze it. Francis?
Yeah. I mean, thank you guys for the show. I mean, this evening, you know, we hope to see you tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm trying to make some arrangements with a Liberian business lady. Yeah, so in Switzerland. You know, we hope to have her on the show too, probably next week. So, yeah. But again, thank you guys for the time, and I know tomorrow is another working day, so we catch up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to our audience, thanks for being with us. This is the bottom line where we the group will say they don't eat crab with shame. We bring the news as it is. We dive into it. We'll have our own opinion on it, and then whatever we say here, we come from different sources that we read. We don't just manufacture story here. So, Linford, take us home.